For even more content and MP3s from Jacqueline Powers, be sure to check my Patreon page. Link in the video description. It's nighttime. You're on a train. Through the glass, there's only darkness. There's nothing you can see. Just completely blank. All the seats on this train are down one side only. On the other side of the carriage, someone has taken away all the seats. There's no one sitting opposite. You're sitting with your back to the window, facing across, looking out the other window, out through the glass, into the blankness, with nothing to see, nothing to look at or focus on. You're so much more aware of that swaying movement of the train as it rolls along, rocking and swaying you back and forth, looking out of the carriage into the blank, blinded by the occasional street lights flashing past. Sitting beside you, there are other passengers on the train tonight, sitting along the same side, looking out into the same blank darkness, just like you, tired at the end of a long day, drifting off to sleep as the rocking, swaying motion of the train does what it always does, swaying and rocking you to sleep, feeling your head rocking back and forth, the muscles in your neck and shoulders so tired from fighting against the endless movement of the train. It would be so easy to give in to it, to stop fighting and just let your weary head rest, to let it fall, your eyes closing. It always happens when you're tired on a rocking train with nothing to see or do, nothing to keep from drifting, feeling yourself falling. Don't sleep. Try to keep awake. Try to keep your sleepy eyes open don't want to miss your stop. The lighting in the carriage is soft and dim, and it's just so dark and blank outside that you can only see inside of the carriage, reflecting back in the glass, watching the other passengers sitting further along, nodding their heads with the swing of the train, nodding and dropping. You notice that some of the passengers are already dozing, drifting off with the rocking movement of the train, sitting and quietly rocking with their chin on their shoulder. One woman has her head back against the glass. She's so out of it. The rocking movement of the train is making you feel just as tired, just as sleepy. You could so easily let go and just drift away to that slow, steady, rocking motion, letting your heavy, tired, sleepy eyes just close, falling shut. But you're still fighting it, struggling against the endless rocking, swaying, drifting sensation. You don't want to sleep just yet. No, it's not time for you. Your own stop is a little way off still. You have all the time you need. You can just relax, and if the rocking, swaying motion of the train is making you feel tired, sleepy, weary, you could so easily just let your tired eyes close. The more you feel that slow, rocking motion of the train, the more tired and sleepy you become. Your eyes feel heavy. They just want to close. But you will try to keep them open. Try to resist the desire to let them fall closed, feeling your eyes blink, blank, and again blink, blank. Further along the carriage, the conductor is there. She's moving slowly along the line of seated passengers, stopping briefly at each passenger, stopping to talk to them, whispering into their ear, or just touching them gently on the shoulder. And as she touches them, each passenger drops into sleep. She has to wake some of them, her hand on their shoulder, a few quiet words in their ear. Wake up. She has to snap her fingers to wake a man who is fallen deeply, deeply asleep. She is checking their tickets, asking them questions, and then, with a touch to the shoulder, she returns them to sleep, deep sleep, deep asleep is calling for you too. But you keep your eyes open just a little longer. Nearly there. It's nearly your stop. Don't want to miss it. There's more bright lights now outside the train. You hear people laughing. She must be passing a station. The lights are shining right into your face, making it hard to keep your eyes open, blinking and blink again. It would be so nice to just let your tired eyes close, to fall shut and drift down into sleep. You can trust the conductor. She will let you know when it's time to awaken. You won't miss your stop. Everything will be just fine. The conductor will make sure of that. She's nearly up to your seat. She's talking to a lady sitting next to you now, nodding as the conductor speaks to her, nodding and listening. And now she's saying something back to the conductor, answering her questions. You hear people laughing again over there behind the lights, outside the train, behind the bright lights shining into your face. But the train moves on now, and you don't need to pay them any attention. The woman next to you is looking up to the conductor, listening and nodding, all glassy-eyed, her head starting to droop. The conductor wants to help her. She speaks quietly to the woman, whispering into her ear. Watch her face go blank. Her eyes go blank, staring out the window, all glassy-eyed. You hear another cheer and laughter coming from outside the train. As the woman's head drops to her shoulder, she's fallen asleep, just like everyone else on the train. And now the conductor is standing in front of you, and the conductor says, waking, on the count of 3, 1, 2, 3, wake up. And she's already there, right in front of you. Behind there's a room, and she's standing there, right in front of you. Behind her, there's a room full of people. Your train must have stopped at a station. Is it your station? But the conductor says, eyes on me, and you look up at her as everything else just fades away. May I see your ticket, please? She says. You try to find your ticket, fumbling in your pockets, but you can't remember putting it in your pocket. There's no memory at all. She's waiting for you, smiling and watching you fumble in your pockets, but you just can't find it. Looking up at her helplessly, and she says, that's perfectly natural. People often forget where they put things, leaving them somewhere and then losing them. And she says, where are you traveling tonight, my dear? And you find that you can't remember that either. That memory is also gone from your blank and empty mind, lost. You can try to remember, but your mind is now just blank. Your memory is blank, empty. You look up at the conductor. She's waiting patiently for you to answer, smiling. You open your mouth to speak, but your words are all gone now. Your mind is blank, and the only words left in your empty, vacant mind is blank. The name of your destination is blank, she says. That sounds like a wonderful place for you to go, she says, blank shall be your destination tonight. She holds her hand up so close to your tired, sleepy eyes and says, blank, blank, and deep right now. And it's such a relief to finally let go, to let your tired, weary eyes fall shut, to let your head drop and swoon as she catches your shoulders, whispering into your ear, focus on my voice and follow my words. Feel yourself drifting down into deep and peaceful sleep. My train will take you to your destination now, taking you deeper, making you blanker, blank and deep, mindless, thoughtless, blank and deep. Doze and drift as you listen to the sound of the wheels on the tracks. Mindless, thoughtless, blank and deep. It's the sound of my train taking you deeper, mindless, thoughtless, blank and deep, taking you all the way down, mindless, thoughtless, blank and deep. Focus on my words as you feel the vibrations from the tracks underneath, echoing inside your blank and empty mind. Mindless, thoughtless, blank and deep, hypnotizing you. Mindless, thoughtless, blank and deep, taking you deeper. Mindless, thoughtless, blank and deep, and the deeper you go, the better you feel. Mindless, thoughtless, blank and deep, emptying your thoughts. Mindless, thoughtless, blank and deep, emptying your mind. Mindless, thoughtless, blank and deep, hypnotizing you. mindless, thoughtless, blank and deep, taking you deeper, mindless, thoughtless, blank and deep, and the deeper you go, the better you feel. Mindless, thoughtless, blank and deep, emptying your thoughts. Mindless, thoughtless, blank and deep, mindless, thoughtless, blank and deep, hypnotizing you. Mindless, thoughtless, blank and deep, mindless, thoughtless, blank and deep, hypnotizing you. Mindless, thoughtless, blank and deep, taking you deeper. Mindless, thoughtless, blank and deep, hypnotizing you. Mindless, thoughtless, blank and deep, taking you deeper. Mindless, thoughtless, blank and deep, and the deeper you go, the better you feel. Mindless, thoughtless, blank and deep, emptying your thoughts. Mindless, thoughtless, blank and deep,